So far, Sacred King.
It
and Baby Blues, the only raced horses. So the lights go on. The juveniles are set.
Clear!
First of the day. Gate Spring racing. Maricchino was a little tardily away off the inside. The first to get going is Beethoven, but now Rubik Rose and also Red Warrior are going to burn it off. And at the end of 200, Red Warrior looking to cross Rubik Rose. They've quickly raced about 2 or 3 in front from Beethoven, then Major Mitchell. Over on the outside is Baby Blues, who's around them now, being followed by Maricchino, who's keen to come off the rail. Over on the outside then came Smile for Me as they'd settled down, and back with those is Sacred King. Inside the 500, and Red Warrior leads the way. It's the favourite for Smoke and Joe that brings them to the home corner by a length over Rubik Rose. This is how they were in that recent trial, and they've locked horns together at the top of the straight, and running on is Beethoven. A further 3 lengths behind them then came Smile for Me. At the 200 though, Rubik Rose grabbed the lead. Beethoven though trying to run it down. They beat off Red Warrior. It's Rubik Rose, Beethoven. Beethoven, Rubik Rose having a great stoush. They'll split the line together. There's nothing in it between Beethoven and Rubik Rose. Rubik Rose, Beethoven. Beethoven on the outside of Rubik Rose, both in the gold colours. In behind the Red Warrior and also Baby Blues, Smile for Me, Sacred King, Major Mitchell. And the last of them to greet the judge is Maricchino. It'll be Beethoven. Music to the ears of its backers there. In the first for the day, Beethoven. Number 2, Damien Lane. Beethoven drew alongside of Rubik Rose, who'd put the acid test to Red Warrior and cracked it. And on the line, it was Beethoven with the dive. It gets there. In fact, the margin more pronounced than what it looked in natural time. It did have momentum. A lovely looking type by Helmet, who can stamp his stock, but it was that just impacting bob on the line here that's got it home at 361.40. Beethoven, number 2. For trainer Danny Morton in the Oakland Park colours, managed by Neville Duncan, T. Marshall, D. Scott, W. Hams, Neil McDonald and B. Strawn. Beats 8 Rubik Rose by Rubik, a filly out of Kyoto, Karen Kersley, Sean McGruddy, and Red Warrior, who was beaten off in the straight. Number 7 by Safeguard, a filly out of Rose of Thunder, David Harrison, Joe as a party, Baby Blues. Its stablemate was 4th. 2.876. Short head 3 3/4 by 3/4 in 59.58 details after the running of the opening event. Very much like the helmets, a lot of them that lovely chestnut and white stockings and blaze as well, and this one carries those very same characteristics. And Damien Lane gets on the board with Beethoven's debut victory in race 1. Race 2 this afternoon is the Mrs. Max Handicap. There are no changes. 1200 for the 3-year-olds. The next at 12:44. Well, we'll take you down to the yard. Dan Morton is going to join Britt Taylor in just a couple of moments. Beethoven, who certainly was the eye catcher in the yard, and he's run up to that there this afternoon. Jumped well, had to concede the front very early, and then has got them late, and only that last dive on the line sees him get home over Rubik Rose and a distant third, Red Warrior. The sectional time, 35.10, as we head back down into the yard once again. Here's Britt, and she's with winning trainer Danny Morton.
Thanks very much, Darren. And this son of Helmet has done a beautiful job. He just comes into the yard now. He's a lovely horse, Danny.
He's a beautiful horse. Yeah, we've really liked him from the get-go, and I was a little, not nervous, but, you know, we only had one 400-metre trial going in, but he's been such a little professional. I thought, you know, didn't know if he'd have all the tools to get over him, but I knew he'd run a good race.
Were you always going to start, or was it a case of when you chuck in a nomination, just have a look at the field and decide whether you run in the race or a trial?
I was confident we had him fit enough, and it was sort of come down to whether or not he did it all properly in his last trial, which he did. Yeah, so no, it wasn't, you know, I was never hard and fast about running, but he had a good week, so we let him go around.
He was very professional in the run, able to sit just behind them and then let down nicely. You must have been impressed.
Yeah, like I say, you know, he's been a nice horse all the way along. Credit to the team at Oakland Park, actually. He's been a beautiful horse to train all the way along, very well educated early, which stands you in good stead when you step out.
You'd have a few juveniles in your barn at the moment. Do you get a yardstick on where he stands with your other youngsters coming through?
Yeah, we've got quite a few 2-year-olds. I think he's right up there at the pointy end. He's actually been our first starter this year, so hopefully the rest can take note of that.
Well done, Danny.
Thank you.
We'll get a word from Damien Lane as well. And Damien, it's nice to be home when you're able to just keep booting home these winners.
Yeah, obviously very fortunate to be put on him today. He's a professional and he goes well.
Danny just mentioning that exactly that he's been a professional all the way through his training. Is that what you found today? It was just his professionalism that ultimately won him the race today?
Yeah, he jumped well, he travelled beautiful. Just didn't quite know how to find the line late, but that'll come with a bit of racing.
In that tussle to the line, did you always think you had the upper hand?
I thought I was always going to get there, but then I wasn't sure if I had on the line.
Well, you did, so well done.
Thanks, Brett.
Damien Lane and Danny Morton combined to take out the opener here with this 2-year-old. It's the first foal out of this Molto Allegro mare by Helmet. A lovely win.